Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Fairy Tail Final Season, episode 328, which is the last one. Guys, we are about to finish this show. I'm not sure if I'm ready for it to be over. I I like the show, and I've been liking watching it every week, and it's gonna be sad. But yeah, guys, it's ending. Nothing we can do about it, so let's just enjoy what they have to offer. I really loved the last episode, how it kind of clued in that Melody linked all of the, previous fairy tale characters. I'm pretty sure every character that we've seen before was shown except for the ones that might be like dead, like I guess that we know are dead, I guess, but because of the basically everyone that was revived by oh shoot, what was his name? It was like Nineheart, I think it was, because it was like Reinhardt from Overwatch. I always remember it like that, but yeah. So basically, all those guys were not included because they're dead. That's how Nineheart was able to revive them. But yeah. Oh, I wonder what they're gonna do for this finale. I kind of hope it's something like really epic. I hope they do something really cool. And I've been told to watch the after credits too, so I kind of hype myself up a little bit for like some cool little like maybe fourth wall break, like thanks for watching or something. But it doesn't have to do that. But oh man, guys, I'm pumped. So let's just jump into it, shall we? Alrighty, full length. We are gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Rawr! Oh, his cloak! It turned back into dragon scales. That's so cool. Or his scarf, not cloak. You know what I mean. Oh, he can't move in the spirit area too? Yeah. 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 Oh, the music. Oh. Yes, a giant fist. Damn, he's thinking back to E.n.d when he lost his arm. Oh, this music. Oh. He's getting bopped. Oh my god. Damn. Oh, look at him all shadowed and evil looking, but he's our good guy. Oh, yes. Damn. Hmm. Are we gonna get a little bit of reflection from Acnologia, maybe? Yeah. Uh, it's like he's talking to us. Don't be greedy. He's done, so. Acnologia is finally defeated. Oh, so is Acnologia's body? Yeah. Nope, it was Natsu and all the other Dragon Slayers combining their powers. Celebrate! I'm kind of happy that happened quickly. Now we get the rest of the episode for just fun fairy tale stuff. I hope, anyway. I hope nothing further bad happens. I'm assuming not, though. Ugh. The epicness made my eyes water. Urza. Meow! Uh-oh. Please be a good thing. It's the Dragon Slayers coming back. Yeah! Uh-oh. Someone catch him! He's gonna land right on Lucy, isn't he? Yeah. Everybody's back. Together again. Ah, yes. An era indeed. Yeah, fairy tale will live on. Oh, cool. We get a new opening. Yep. Some various scenes throughout the final season. Oh, messed. You ruined things. It's okay, though. Anna. Oh my god. Urza and them in the bathing suits. Oh my god. Natsu with the boob touching. We got all the friggin' 12 coming in, making a quick appearance here. It's going by so fast, it's hard for me to react to individual scenes here. Mavis and, Zareth. Gear darts. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, that I loved that scene where they were all going at Acnologia and he was like fending them off and stuff. It was just a few episodes ago, but that was cool. Oh, 1 year after the battle. Whoa. Whoa, we get some future stuff. Cool. I love when shows do this. Nice, she became a writer. Or she won some award for some writing. Aw, the music. This is another opening song, I think, right? My stars! That guy. Oh, that was great. I was gonna say, where's our fairy tale friends? Oh man, this is too awesome. I'm friggin' tearing up. Greg, goddammit. We haven't seen that in a while. I'm taking work off just like every day. Oh, manly! And it's not even iron. Says the guy in his underwear. Yeah. Urza! God damn it, Juvia. Ah, this is what I wanted. Just fairy tale shenanigans. Mira just laughing it off. Oh, okay. Nice. So won an award for. I didn't realize that at first. It's a award for new writers. And Anna's still here. Okay. I guess there'd be nowhere for her to go, really, right? Oh, she became a teacher. Cool. So they remember stuff from back then now, huh? Oh, what? Oh, oh God! Wait, so are they married now? Wendy. Nice. She did more singing. Nice. What? How? Oh, interesting. So she was able to kind of relearn it, maybe? Interesting. I wonder how. I thought it was supposed to be, gone forever. Alright. They want it. Well, okay, that again. Sting is fat again, right? 30 more desserts, Jesus. Oh my god, Ichiro was chosen as the most handsome man of the year. Did he make it up? God damn it. Ichiro is. Whoosh! Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh, they became exclusive models. Neko Neko! Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, Juvia. Wow! Kill darts. Uh, He's all scarred up. Oh! Oh, Julian! Wendy. Yep, very interesting. Oh, yep. That one was seeded a long time ago. Loxus and Mira? Whoa! Nope, but there was a rumor, okay. Okay, no, I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that either. There's too many girl rumors. What's Urza up to? Ah. Ooh, Urza and Jalal. Ah. Alright. Oh, cool. Nice. Nice. So they're not on the run anymore. Jalal looking good in that white suit. Ah, that's cool. Oh, it's complicated. All these complicated words we got, Urza. Oh. Ah, there's Graham. So I was wondering what he was up to. Drinking as usual. There's Mest. I'm the one who raised Lucy. It was me, all me. Okay. So he's not 100%. Yeah. Hmm. Oh. Oh. What? Mavis. They're seeing her too. What? 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 She's with a publisher? What is going on? I don't get it. I mean, it's cool, but are they supposed to be like reincarnations, kind of, or something, or did it's certainly hot this August? I find it ironic that both of them are talking about August. Oh my god. Oh, they got together. Although she used to be his pet snake, which is kind of weird, but oh well. Oh god, cliche. It wasn't a dream. Oh god. Don't tell her. Oh god. Oh no. All those scenes. Although half of them were Natsu's face being in her boobs. Uh, that's how I feel. Why do you have to have her crying at the end of the episode? Uh, yeah. Oh god, it's not gonna be what she thinks. Yep. Fake out till the end. Uh, Already taken care of. Please unpack your sexy underwear. Our original group back together. 100-year quest. All right, advertisement for the advertisement for that thing that you guys were telling me about, the manga stuff. Yeah, the fairy tale logo. Oh yeah, well the meaning, yeah, that's what I meant. Oh, I want a fairy tale of my own. Ah. Alright. Wow, okay, went right up to the end. Full of stuff. That is the end of episode, the last episode, 328. It's over, guys. Oh, I was like so smiley and happy and sad that episode. My eyes were watering like the whole time. I don't know how to feel. Am I supposed to be sad? Am I supposed to be happy? I almost lost it when Lucy started crying there at the end because, and then it like, Lucy started crying at the end and then it did some flashes to some flashback stuff and like, the music kicked up a little bit and I kind of knew that that meant the end of the episode was coming soon and I was just getting so emotional that I almost started crying. It was a close one. This show has been, I've watched the original, like before the final season started. I watched the original like 3 times through, maybe actually no, I think I watched it 4 times through because I watched it my first time ever, right? And then I rewatched it at some point. And then when I started watching reactions, I watched this one channel's like reaction of it all the way through from beginning to end. And then like a year later, I rewatched his reaction again just because sometimes it's fun to watch people react to stuff and I have a bad memory, so I didn't remember like everything that, he talked about and stuff like that. So it was one of those things where I've seen the original show like 4 times, and then final season came out, and I think when final season started, I had plans to watch it because I think it might have started before I started doing reactions. But I think when I first heard about it, I was like, you know what? I was like on that line where like I was thinking about starting to do reactions, but I didn't start yet. I think. And I was like, maybe someday this is something I do if I do start doing reactions. So I kind of stopped watching all anime at that point where I was like, well, maybe I'll start doing reactions soon. And until I started reactions, I just stopped watching anything really, except for I think My Hero Academia was the one thing I kept watching, which I wish I didn't. But yeah, I wish I had My Hero Academia like full reactions on the channel. I have like my rewatch stuff. Either way, this isn't My Hero. But yeah, this episode was a lot of fun. It was a lot of like it was very epic the way Acnologia went, and I'm very happy it went fast because I actually wanted Acnologia to be beat last episode, so that way this episode we could have a full like fairy tale fun episode, which is exactly what we got. Like I just wanted Fairy Tail doing their shenanigans again, and that's essentially what happened. I mean, they beat Acnologia, and then we had a little bit of them celebrating. The Dragon Slayers came back from like the little Acnologia's mind palace alternate dimension thing that they were in, and then they kind of celebrated some more, and then we did a time skip of 1 year, I believe it was. So we got kind of a catch up on what a lot of the characters are doing. I don't need to go over every single one. We just saw it in the episode, and you guys have seen it too. So I'm not going to go through each one. I think I'll just go through some of the significant ones. Like, there is some downfalls to Gramps. He's not just up and moving and fighting again, which is some of the other death scares we've had. He's just been up and moving and able to fight and use his magic again and stuff like that for, like, several of his. But now it seems like he might... I mean, I assume that he isn't going to recover from this because of his age. I assume that he's going to be in his wheelchair. At least he's still, like, full of life and, like, everything. But I don't think he's going to be, using magic and fighting with the guild more and the, any kind of future conflicts that may come from them. This is hypothetical I'm talking about. I know there's the 100-year quest, but that was advertised in here. It seems like that might solely be that group of people that we saw at the end. We might not see the rest of Fairy Tail in that. And then I guess I don't know for sure, But I'm guessing the manga is done now. I'm guessing this is where the manga ended. It moved on to the 100-year quest thing. So I'm guessing there's no new info on what, like, Gramps is up to, right? Like, I mean, maybe they mention it briefly in 100-year quest, but, you know, hypothetically, I don't think, like, if the manga were to continue, if they were to continue with all the fairy tale characters, I don't think Gramps would just, you know, get better from this, which I kind of like the repercussions to actions like that, which we haven't seen a lot of in Fairy Tail. A lot of it is just, oh, I'm suddenly better again, you know? But that's fine. I love the show. But yeah, who else do we have that was kind of significant? I mean, obviously the big celebration was about Lucy, who won, like, an amateur book writing, like, competition kind of thing, which is pretty cool. She finally finished her book a year later and got it published, and like she said, it didn't make her rich, but it's, you know, it was just one of her dreams come true, essentially, which is pretty cool. They hinted at a lot of relationships, they confirmed some, and then there's also the Natsu and Lucy one, which was Natsu and Lucy relationship. I never talked about it much, but they obviously, like, want them to be together in the end. But the problem is Natsu's never been the kind of person to think about relationships and love, really. So if they did that suddenly at the end, it would feel too convenient. So I'm very happy with the way they did this. They stuck with fairy tale fashion until the very end, right? We've always had the teasy episodes. Like, there was a whole nother episode where Natsu was like, Lucy, I really need to tell you something. Can you meet me under the tree at, you know, this time tomorrow? And she, like, panicked for, like, a whole day or whatever about whether or not he was gonna mention, like, love kind of stuff. And there's all these rumors about Natsu liking a girl, and Lucy was freaking out, you know? And there's always been, like, fun, silly episodes like that, and they kept true to that to the very end of the show, which I do respect. I am glad they didn't just, like, jump into a relationship with them just because the show's ending and they want to, like, do something like that. But that group is also going on the 100-year quest, which means that would be something they have to continue in the manga, that manga as well. So, I guess I'll mention it on here for any of you guys that may be listening still. A couple of you guys have wanted me to do, like, manga review stuff for, like, a few chapters a week of the 100-year quest. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that. Basically, what I told the people that mentioned it was I'm not like 100% for it, just because I don't read a lot of manga. Like, the only manga I've read to completion is Bleach, because I love that anime, and the show was probably never coming back into anime. I mean, if it comes back, awesome, I'll watch it. Unfortunately, I've read the manga, though, so I know roughly what happens. I read it a while ago, so there is a lot I forgot. But either way, that's really the only manga I've read. I've started a couple others, but never finished it. And so I'm not, like, completely for it just because I'm not a big manga person, but I'm not completely against it either. The problem is since I don't read a lot of manga, I don't really know the format. Like, I don't watch any other manga review videos or anything like that, so I have to, like, kind of do some research on their format, because, you know, like, when I started reactions, I watched reactions for, like, a year or so before I even started doing them, and I had an idea of, okay, people do, you know, the roughly 10-minute highlights of the episode, and their Patreons are set up with full length and early access and stuff like that, and this is how they format their stuff. But I never really got... I don't really know how it works for manga stuff. Like, I don't know how many scenes, like, how many pages, I guess, from a manga I would be able to show on screen before you just get hit with a copyright strike, right? And stuff like that, and get stuff taken down, because I know it's, like, roughly under 10 minutes, and then anime is way more difficult, especially subbed anime. I think dubbed anime gets taken down less than subbed anime, which is why my stuff gets uploaded to Vimeo, is because subbed anime gets taken down, like, almost the second I post stuff. When I used to try to do it, I lost like every single episode I posted as I posted them, pretty much. Whereas I see other people doing dubbed to the same show with the same format and everything, and theirs don't get taken down. So I think there is something that has to do with that kind of thing. But either way, that's really enough about that. But basically, I'm not for it. I'm not against it. It's not going to be something I do immediately after this. We're going to be jumping into another anime in this slot. So if I do the 100-year quest thing, it's going to be something in the future that I might consider. So you guys can stay tuned and keep an eye out for that. Maybe you'll see it pop up someday. But I'd have to do a lot of research and figure out how to make those videos, you know? I mean, I could just... I just don't know how much you guys want a reaction to me reading the chapters live, or not, well, not live, but, you know, a recording of me reading the chapters so you can have my responses to what's happening, or do you just want me to read the chapters off the camera and then, like, talk about the chapters after I'm done reading them? I don't know, but either way, it's a maybe, basically. That's the TLDR is it's a maybe. But yeah, so to go back to actual current fairy tale stuff that we just saw, I guess, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to unpack from the episode, right? It was a lot of sad stuff, a lot of, like, recap shots. The amnesty for Crime Sorcière was really cool, too. I really appreciate that. It's cool because their whole goal was to atone for their sins, and where they might not mentally, like, forgive themselves for their sins, at least, like, the public eye recognizes their good achievements and that they outweigh the bad achievements and that they're reformed and everything. So I think that's a very cool thing for them as characters that we've been with for a while, to have that sort of peace of mind. Like I said, I do imagine that they probably don't instantly feel like they're sin-free, right? But that's just like a cool little touch. But so I guess now that I've talked about, I guess also the Zareth in oh man, now I'm gonna space on her name. What the hell? I just said it like twice during this episode. Mavis. God, I don't know why I'm so dumb sometimes. The Zareth and Mavis stuff, I don't know what that was about, or I guess they're like Alicia, or Alicio and Mia, or something like that, I believe their names were. I said it during the episode, I don't know if that's some kind of, like, reincarnation cycle kind of thing that's supposed to be hinted at, or is it hinted that they didn't die, but they just lost all their memories and became these new people? They hinted at a little bit of, like, lingering, like, traits of those characters, where Mavis didn't have shoes on, which was a silly little thing. But I guess I just don't understand what that's supposed to be, other than possible, you know, just reincarnation or memory wipe kind of stuff, and they're still hanging around. Just coincidentally showed up at this party. But I guess it was kind of cool to see these characters again after, you know, everything that's happened to them. See them, you know, happy. Zareth looked a lot younger. I don't know if he was supposed to be younger in this shot, or if it just looked like it, but he definitely seemed a lot younger than when he was, you know, emperor and stuff like that. But yeah, kind of cool. But I think that sums up most of the stuff. I want to take this time to talk about the show in a whole. You know, the final season and the original show entirely. I don't have reactions to the original stuff, but I absolutely loved the original stuff all the way through. Obviously, there was a lot of filler throughout the episodes. There was a lot of silly, fun episodes, you know, but sometimes those were a lot of fun. You know, there were a couple annoying ones. I wasn't the biggest fan of, like, the butt jiggle gang as we were going through the show and stuff like that, but there were some real fun ones. Like, I kind of liked the tortoise and the hare episode, that race one, where, like Jet was almost gonna lose because he fell asleep because he was so like confident in himself and stuff like that. Um, and then I think Happy ended up winning or whatever because and he was like one of the ones moving the slowest. Basically, tortoise in the hair. That was a fun little episode, stuff like that. As for arcs, I almost want to say the Tower of Heaven was one of my favorite arcs because it ended up with like a badass Natsu fight. I think was the Tower of Heaven one of the first times we saw Natsu actually develop some scales, or did that happen in the Phantom Lord fight? I can't remember, but I really like the Tower of Heaven because he like ate that ether nano that was in the lacrima or whatever, and just like went ham. The fight was really cool. The whole story was really cool. I really like Urza as a character. And that arc was all about her. It was very emotional, and I very much enjoyed it. There was a lot of good stuff though, like the Nirvana arc with the Arachion Sace and everything was pretty cool. Those were some very cool fights as well. And I love like the emotional stuff with between Urza and Wendy, between the both of them going through some stuff with that arc. And I really loved how even though Urza was so sad, like I still remember the scene where Wendy was sitting there crying after her basically entire guild vanished, and Urza just came over and like draped her arms around her and just kind of like supported her, even though she was like so sad and stuff. Like that kind of stuff just really gets to me, and I really like that kind of stuff. So those are like probably two of my favorite arcs, but a lot of the arcs in the show I really did like. Um, but yeah. As for like favorite characters of the show, I think for fight scenes, I'd have to say I'd have to go with like the very stereotypical answer, like shonen protagonist Natsu, right? Just because he gets like a lot of the epic moments. But as for like an overall character that I love, I think Urza is probably one of my favorite characters. I really like a lot of the Fairy Tail cast, but I think like I said, for fighting, it's probably Natsu, and for everything else, it's probably Urza. Even some of Urza's fight scenes are really awesome, too. I'm not trying to say that hers are bad, it's just Natsu just gets all the epic, like, final boss battles, essentially, but this time's, like, with the Phantom Lord stuff, where Natsu didn't stand a chance against, I'm never gonna remember his name, but the guy who was always crying, that had his, like, eyes covered because his magic power increases if he takes them off or whatever, or if he uses his eyes. And he used like the wind magic that used like the magic drain on Gramps, that dude. The fact that Urza, after already taking a beating, was able to come in and fight him, and then stand up a little bit to Phantom Lord's master as well. She did some fighting against him as well after everything that happened. She is, such a badass character and everything, and she's so like quirky and stuff like that. So she's probably, my favorite character in the show. But there's a lot of others that I have enjoyed throughout the show as well. So, um, but yeah, oh, I can't believe the show's over. There is one thing I want to mention real fast because I'm gonna forget if I don't mention it. For those of you that are still hanging out, the next show that's replacing Fairy Tail, I don't know yet because the poll isn't over. I'm assuming... no, I'm not even going to say what's winning the poll. But by the time this gets put on YouTube, you guys will probably know because I'll probably have released a video on what won. But by the time it's on my Patreon, which is going to be tomorrow, I'm not going to know because I think it ends in like 2 or 3 days, so like right after I bring this video onto Patreon for you guys with early access, probably won't know at the time, so yeah. anyways, for those of you that voted, you probably know what is close to winning, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to influence the vote for the people that haven't voted, because I'm pretty sure they haven't, I'm pretty sure they can't see what's winning until they vote, I think. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, is there anything else to talk about? Like, I talked about kind of my favorite arcs, my favorite characters. I mean, this final season alone that I just reacted to was a lot of fun. Um, there were times where I felt like it was missing, like, the real epic Natsu fights that we got in other arcs, right? But I still felt like the season was like very good. Like some of the epic Natsu scenes were just like very quick. But I mean, in hindsight, the other fights that Natsu had in the earlier season were pretty quick too, right? Maybe I'm just remembering them poorly because they were so epic, they stuck in my mind, and I'm remembering them as more as what they were. But like the Nirvana arc, he just did like, one big attack and kind of won. It's always kind of been that one big attack and kind of won kind of thing. So I don't know why I'm judging the final season like that. I'm probably wrong. It's probably just nostalgia value versus what I'm currently watching, and I'm sure in like a year's time I'll be remembering these fights that we just had in this final season as the same nostalgic way, right? So, but they definitely did a lot more death fake outs this final season than anything else, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, right? But the story, the grand scale of the story, I loved. So I don't want to just talk about like bad stuff for the final season, right? Those were two of the things that I somewhat noticed. They gave us like 15 times you thought a character could die here, and the next episode was fine, and then it just happened so much. It was kind of over the top, in my opinion. But I loved a lot of things about this. Like I said, the grand scale of the conflict, where Xeris, like, one of Xeris' grand plans was, like, he developed this country and, combined every wizard guild into, one big faction. And they're just, like, these insanely strong wizards that come over and invade this entire other country. So we have like country on country warfare. One of them uses spell Universe 1 from Irene, shrunk the whole land to like 1/3 its like normal landmass size, was like insane. Just like the scale of everything was so much bigger and so much more elevated than it was, in previous conflicts and stuff like that. And obviously like the implications and everything, and learning more about Mavis and how her story fit into all this, how her like Spectre form came to become this like chase item that everybody wanted, because we found out that we found out before the final season that she was stuck in the crystal, the Lumen Histoire, but we had no idea what it really was, right? But this unlimited source of magic power, it was definitely a surprise and cool development, and learning about all that stuff that we got left off on in the after the Tartaros arc stuff. That was the word I was looking for, but yeah, guys, I think that pretty much sums it up for everything I got to talk about. That is the end of Fairy Tail, the last Fairy Tail reaction, but don't worry, there's going to be more on this day coming. It'll be, not more Fairy Tail, but a different show coming, whatever ends up winning the poll. Once again, we'll be coming an episode every week on this day, so, what is that? Mondays is when I release it, so, yeah, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see the future content that I come up with, hit that subscribe button. I very much appreciate it if you do. I appreciate all the support. And then there's also Patreon, where, there's, I guess, If you want to watch any of these episodes in full length, you can do that. You can go back. It has all the episodes backlogged in full length. As for early access, well, if you're watching this at this point, it's no longer for this show, but if you want early access for the other shows on my channel, or the new show that's replacing this one, you guys can check that out as well. Those are two benefits that are on my channel. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my other shows, I guess. Bye-bye.